Hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm, founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And today I want to talk about an adjustment of status process when someone has been waived through the border. All right? Now remember, typically, not typically, in all cases for adjustment of status, you've got to show that you were either inspected and admitted, quote unquote, or paroled, quote unquote, into the United States. You can't have entered in without inspection and then adjust status, with one small exception that really doesn't exist anymore under 245I if you had a family-based petition submitted before April 30th of 2001. All right, so, and if you were physically present on December 20th of the year 2000, I'm not going to go into 245I. The point is if you were waived through, like imagine you're sitting in a car and the car is allowed in by immigration officials. You're not like driving over the desert, you're not walking in the desert, you're not crossing over at a checkpoint that at a non-checkpoint, right? You're in a car showing up at a lawful checkpoint, and then the officer maybe doesn't ask you any questions and just waves the car through. There are cases that say that waive throughs count, all right? That actually is an inspection and admission, all right? You presented yourself to a Border Patrol official. You showed up at the lawful port of entry asking them to admit you, even if you didn't even say a word, all right? And the fact that they waived you in, it counts towards your case. Now, here's the problem, all right? If you're going through the process, it's your burden, it's your requirement, it's your chance to show, to prove that you entered that way. And so when you're in your interview, it's important that you explain the details that you do remember, all right? What were the immigration officers that were there wearing? What time of day was it? What kind of car it was? Where were you sitting in the car? Explain as much as you possibly can to the immigration officers so that you can show, because normally an immigration officer is looking for a stamp in your passport to show that you were admitted lawfully into the US. But if you were waived through, you don't have that. All right? And so you've got to be able to show, to convince an immigration officer that yes, indeed, that is how you entered. And so, if you go into an interview like that and just say, oh, I don't remember, it won't work, right? You've got to be able to meet your burden of proof to show that yes, indeed, you were inspected and admitted, and this is how, and this was the date, and this is what happened, all right? Sometimes it's even good to get witnesses. If there was somebody else driving in the car with you, let's have them be available for a phone call, if that's relevant and if that could help your process. So bottom line is, if you were waived through the border, you do have a case to adjust status in the U.S. Talk to a lawyer or give our office a call. We love these cases, right? We'd love to talk through the process with you. And if you're preparing for your interview, just know that you're going to need to give the details of how that waive through happened, all right? You can't just say you were waived through and expect that to work, all right? You've got to explain who, what, when, where, why, how, all as much details as you possibly can so that an immigration officer can be clear that yes, you were in fact waived through by immigration. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have questions, please contact our office. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream.